See, I have neglected Red Ranger's tail all through the winter, and I went to get him out to ride here a little bit back when Charlie got hurt, and his tail was tangled, and this is what I was doing when Charlie went crazy and bit my finger. See, I got a rubber glove on it now to keep it from getting filthy. But when you're doing this, you start down at the bottom and just run your fingers through it and get this out. If you try to use a brush on it, you will tear out these hairs that take years to grow. And I don't want him to lose any more of these hairs than possible for my neglect. So you work down from the bottom and come down and separate them and pull them apart, and keep this over and over again. You can go back up to where you got the big mats to start breaking them apart, and then work your way back down to the bottom, and you do this repetitively. I had got considerable done when Charlie Dog went crazy, and I got hurt trying to find out what he was going crazy about. Sometimes you're going to have to break off. That's unavoidable. But I'm going to pause now, and when I'm getting closer to done, my camera lady is going to come back and continue part 2. Around and goes back up inside, but not above it. So working from the bottom doesn't always get you where you want to go, so you have to go up higher into the tangle and spread it apart. Now when you're doing this, resist the temptation to pull hard. If you get to a point to where it doesn't want to separate it, go to another part of the tangle and start working that. See? You work your fingers down to the end of the tangle, and then go back up and continue over and over again. As I said before, this is what old Charlie Dog was watching me do, except I had him tied outside instead of in a trailer, and he was laying in the shade when he went crazy. But I decided to put him, Red that is, in the trailer today, because that way he can't move around and I don't have to chase him. Well, he's a well-behaved horse. He doesn't particularly like me pulling on his tail a whole lot, and he tries to move to where I can't. I'm not afraid of him kicking me, but that's something to always keep in mind when you're doing something like this. Horses do kick, even the ones that you trust sometimes. Alright, I'm going to bring this to the end again and recontinue it again after I get more tangles out. Now we're to the point of where this would be the normal tangle before a ride, and I'm working that out. And again, be careful and resist the temptation to pull hard. Just work it out. Now I'm going to take, see how this all comes down now to the bottom just like this. I'm going to take Charlie. I want to take Red Ranger outside and tie him up and finish this outside. Come on, Red. Come on, let's go. Back up. Come on, back. Back.
Move, Charlie.
Back. 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 These are ropes. Come up real close to this. Now this is the way I like to tie a horse up. You go under, back, through. Under, back, through. You have two little donuts there. A horse can pull on that, and you can't make it so tight you can't untie it. Now, this is what I was looking for in the trailer. And as you can see, 99% of all the tangle is gone. And every time I get ready to ride them, I'll make sure I do this. Now another thing over here, you'll see that he's loaded with witches knots. These are the same thing as tangles, and you work them out the same way you do the tangle in the tail. And I'll get that done, and then we'll go for a ride. Thank you very much. While we finish this up, I brought back in this paddock, and I just about got all the knots out. He's happier. Come this way.
No.
And you'll be done in a few minutes. Again, it's just like it was with the tail when it was matted. They pull around and tie themselves up into big tangles. And if you don't keep at them like I neglect you to, you'll have a bigger job on your hands. I remember the first time I saw a witch's knot, I was leading my horse and a friend passed in Tennessee, and he Arab and his knot was just like somebody had braided, and I was getting all mad and think somebody was sneaking in the pasture and braiding my horse's mane. But I sit straight. When they twist like this, you'll lose more hair than you will with the tail. But still, I cringe when I see people using curd brushes to get these out, because they really lose a lot of hair when you use curd brush. Alright, that's going to be enough for today. We'll go for a ride this afternoon and I'll finish this up again. The girth is way too short for both Red and Tasmania, so I'm going to have to get a longer girth to be able to use my new saddle. But it is a nice saddle. What you think? Can't wait to ride on it. And mane's looking pretty good too. Tail needs a little more work, but I did enough on this today. I'll finish it up next time we go riding. Which means I'll be using the McCullen for the seedlings, right? My ass needs to be broke into it. The sheepskin is there because of this ridge right here. See that? That wears a blister right there. And it shouldn't be there, but it's there and I gotta live with it. Whoa.
Here comes your friend buddies. Gonna ride it around the time.
Yeah. I think we'll stay in here because this is the first time he's been ridden this year.